guys, Leslie here again, and today is the second day of National Children's Gardening Week and I'm going to be showing you how to make a plastic bottle bird feeder. I'd also like to just take a little moment just to tell you about the charity that the National Children's Gardening Week are supporting. Now this is the Green Fingers charity and they raise money to be able to create outdoor gardens, accessible spaces and play areas for children that are ill who are having to be in a hospice. Now we're all quite lucky that we can have access to outdoor spaces that are safe for us to be able to play in. Obviously not at the moment unfortunately, so we're probably actually in quite a good position to understand how these children are feeling who can't get out to these outdoor spaces, who are in the hospices. So if you know how you feel when you're able to get to the play park again in the future, or if you can remember what it was like before the lockdown, then that's how these children feel when they're able to get out from their hospital beds or the hospice and go outside and enjoy the spaces with their families. So yeah, if you've got some time guys, look up the Green Fingers charity and yeah, see what they do. So today with the bottle bird feeder, kind of says what it says on the tin. So we want a plastic bottle. You're going to want something to decorate it with, so either some paints or some marker pens, some stickers, glue, glitter, pipe cleaners, whatever you'd like to decorate it with. You're going to need some string for hanging it up with, and then if you have received one of the activity packs from the Wells Carnival crew, you're going to need your accessories pack and the bird seed. So I'm going to start off with taking my scissors. Now you are likely to need some adult help with this, so please be careful, and the edges of the bottle can be quite sharp when they're cut, so it might be best to leave the adults to do all the cutting. I think I'm an adult enough to be able to do all the cutting, even though I'm a big kid myself. So what I'm going to do is to nip the bottle up, make a bit of a cut on the outside there, you see that, just in there, and I'm going to cut. You want to be going about a third of the way down the bottle because you're going to need a bigger bottom than a top. Like that. Try not to leave any snaggy edges anywhere. I've got a little one there, so I'm just going to cut that off. Like that. It's got a nice smooth edge, and you want to pop that to one side. Now my bottle that I'm using had a bit of a smaller piece in the middle, so I'm just going to cut that off as well, because it's easier to put it together at the end if they're both the same size. So I just cut that off, and then again please be careful because the plastic can be sharp. You can see I've got a little bit of a snaggy piece here, so I'm going to cut that off, make it nice and smooth. Another bit there. You'll probably find throughout this week that I'll be pulling all sorts of funny faces when I'm concentrating. I don't know whether it helps me to concentrate or not, but I pull funny faces when I'm concentrating. So there we go. You've got your top and your bottom. So you want to take the bottom piece again, and what we're going to do is to create the door on the front so that the birds can get in and get to the seed. So cut down so you leave enough at the bottom there, so you've got a good few centimetres, about 4 centimetres from the bottom, and then about 10 centimetres round, cut down again, so it creates a door on the front, and then cut that off completely, so you end up with a rectangle cut out of the front of your bottle, like that. Cool. Plastic makes a lot of noise when it's cut, doesn't it? And again, just make sure that there's no snaggy pieces on there. So now, these top corners, it's kind of hard to see this, isn't it? These top corners can be quite sharp, so please be careful. So you'll also see on my table here that I've got a hole punch. Now, not all of you will have a hole punch, so again, adults, please help your children with the next piece. So what I'm going to do for the hole punch is to create the holes, which we're going to use for hanging. I'm going to slide the hole punch round. Can be a bit fiddly. So slide that right in there, as far in as you can get it. And you need to be able to line the holes up so they will be even both sides. So I've got one hole here. So I'm going to want the other hole about there. So they're midway round the bottle, either side. So again, using the hole punch, slide it in. Make sure it's around halfway either side, evenly spaced, and punch the hole in. So now you've got the bottom piece of your bird feeder. You take your string and from the outside, thread your string through the hole, like this. Tie a knot in the end. Pull it tight and pull it back. So the knot needs to be big enough that it's not going to come back out of the hole. And do the same the other side with the other end. Like this. Tie your knot. There you have it, like that. And then what you're going to do is to slide the loop up through the top of the bottle, through the lid. It might be a bit fiddly. And then pop the top over the bottom, like that. You see? And that's your bird feeder. That's the basic bird feeder. And then where the hole is at the front there, you can pop in your bird seed. So after that, you want to be decorating it however you'd like. So I've got one down here that I did earlier in true Blue Peter style. So I painted the bottom red with a piece of white on the top, and you can see there's some black bits on here too, because I've actually made it into a bit of a beach hat. So I'm going to slide mine on like that. You can't see it very well on there, I don't think, but I've drawn an anchor on the front. What I'm also going to do on the top here, just to finish it off, is draw a rainbow. So on my white piece, at the top there, I'm going to go for a rainbow. You can do whatever you like on your bird feeders, make them look like dinosaurs or fairy houses, race cars, anything you fancy, or even just glitter bomb it. Red and orange. I don't think pink's in the rainbow. There's the orange. Yellow, because it's Richard of York. Like that. So Richard of York. Green, Gave. Oh, that. Tongue's coming out. Concentrating. Concentration, tongue's coming out. Battle. Blue. Oh no, that one's indigo. You want that one. That's the blue one. So Richard of York gave battle. In. Indigo. or dark blue, whichever you want to call it. But for the little rhyme, it's indigo. Vain, violet. So Richard of York gave battle in vain. That's how I always remembered what colours were in the rainbow. There we go. Here's my rainbow on top of my beach hut birdhouse. I'm going to open up my bird seed packet. On here it says bird seed, bottle bird feeder and mug bird feeder. So you only want to be using half of this because we're going to have another make at the end of the week using the bird seed. Unless you've got some more bird seed at home, then fill it up. I know that the blackbirds that you may have seen flitting about outside, or even heard because they've been a bit noisy tonight, I know they really like to eat raisins, so you can put some raisins in there and just put some bird seed in the bottom of the bottle, and there you have it. One bottle bird feeder that you can go and hang up outside or give away. So I've made a bit of a mess, so I'm going to have to clear up, tidy up, put all my bits in the bin and then go and wash my hands. I hope you've enjoyed that one again today, guys, and I'd love to see any pictures that you've got of any of your makes and the grass seed head from yesterday. So yeah, enjoy. Smile!